Okay, I have a few thoughts on the Resident Evil 4 remake footage I've seen so far. Just wanted to watch the trailer and then give my thoughts about it because I'm a huge fan of this game. I'm so glad that it's not going to take that long to come out. March doesn't seem that far away. I don't know why this sounds kind of like Last of Us. The music. I don't know, I'm just getting Last of Us vibes, but wow, that's a big four. It's like the Joker title.
Condor Wonder Roost. I've located Baby Eagle.
Baby Eagle Ashley. That's a funny code name. Roger, Roger. That better be play. She better be playable in the intro. That's disgusting. It's really dark. Oh, Leon looks badass.
Guess you, me, picked the wrongest spot to vacation, eh?
I really like the new voice actor for Luis. Dana Canado looks cool. Ada.
You will receive our most sacred body.
Sadler sounds like Scarecrow from Batman Arkham Knight. I don't know why, he sounds exactly like Scarecrow from Arkham Knight.
If I could just forget what happened that night.
Ugh.
Pain.
Dude, Leon looks so
For
cool.
a second.
She looks good too, though.
This time, it can be different.
Badass. I need a PS5.
Hi everyone, I'm Yasuhiro Anpo, director of Resident Evil 4.
And I'm Yoshiaki Hirabayashi, producer of Resident Evil 4. This title is a reimagining of Resident Evil 4, based on the original 2005 release. Similar to other titles in the series,
That's probably gonna be the
we're
cover of the
carefully
game right there.
preserving what makes the original title special, while updating it with modern flourishes for everyone to enjoy when it launches in 2023. Today, we'll reintroduce a bit of the game's story.
Resident Evil
need a
4 is set
recap.
6 years after the events in Raccoon
Played this
City,
like
depicted in
15
Resident
times in
Evil
the last
2 and
2
Resident
years.
Evil 3. The main character of the game, Leon S. Kennedy, survived the Raccoon City
Dude,
incident and was assigned as an agent directly
If you don't
under
know
the
any of this,
President
you're not a
of the
Resident
United
Evil
States.
fan.
Leon is dispatched to a quiet village in Europe
His
as
gun
part of a
looks
mission
cool.
to rescue the kidnapped daughter of the president. You might notice Leon is much more mature and fearless due to his past experiences.
Because he's a fucking badass.
The Ganado, the main enemies of this game, wait for him.
They're like the bloodshot eyes.
The experience of being attacked by hordes of crazed Ganado is truly an iconic moment from Resident Evil.
Yeah, it's one of the best
In order
intros
to
in any
truly
game.
bring out the concept of terror of people controlled by madness, the Ganado have been completely redesigned.
It does.
Let's take a closer look at the game itself.
The over-the-shoulder camera returns, of course.
Looks so good.
Leon arrives at a dense and dangerous forest.
I'm gonna shoot the
He
shit out of
wants
those
to nail
crows
the
for
feeling
money.
of loneliness and fear of not knowing what lies ahead, even more so than the original. Of course, there will also be thrilling battles.
Where's the laser sights?
People that played the recent Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 should find this familiar.
Yeah. It's using RE engine, so
Look forward to future announcements, where we'll have more information on the game.
that was awesome.
Resident Evil 4
30
is
seconds
being
of
developed
walking.
for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Series S, and PC. The release date will be March 24th, 2023.
I need a PS5. Okay, let me go over a few things here. Title screen. Okay, first of all, I think it would be really, really cool if Ashley is playable for the first 10 minutes of the game, just to show how she got kidnapped. Because I didn't like that was off screen in the original. I think that would really add to the tension, the tone they're trying to set for this reimagining. I do. Also, it'd be kind of cool to see like some of her gameplay mechanics early on, and then see as the progression of the game how she gets more capable and not just like a tag along the whole game when Leon finds her. That would be kind of cool to see. And I would like to see. I hope it's Krauser is they're still going to keep him in the game, but it would be kind of cool to see Krauser kidnap her. Let's see right here. So I really do like the atmosphere. The lighting was really cool, but I do like that it's at dawn now. It gives it a much creepier vibe, especially since they're trying to make it have more like horror elements. I do think this is a smart move on their part to go ahead and make it take place in like early morning with the fog. That mist looks really cool. I do like that a lot. Okay, so I have a thought on this. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure they will not do this, but if they do, if they do have some kind of parry system with Leon, like a counterattack with his knife or something like that, I do think it would be really cool in this scene. Instead of having a cutscene where he's asking where's Ashley from the photo, and he's like, "Get out of my house, cabron," I think it'd be kind of cool if, like, especially to add to the fear and totally unexpected, if, like, right when you come around the corner, you have to parry that first Ganado, and then, like, minorly injure him with your knife counterattack, and then while you're interrogating him, ask, like, hold the photo up of Ashley, like, where is she, and then then the guy, like, then the Ganado he dies or whatever. But I do think that would kind of be cool if they did that for more of like a jump scare. I'm hoping for more jump scares in this game since they're going for a scarier vibe, scarier tone. But that's just the thought I had. But most likely they're going to keep that cutscene because it's iconic to the game. I doubt they're going to take that out, but I would like to see more of a gameplay jump scare and then a minor cutscene where he's asking him where Ashley is. Let's see. I really do like the new voice actor for Luis. I don't know. I just think he sounds cool. He sounds. I don't know. I just like him. I have to hear more of his dialogue, but so far, he sounds really cool and confident, cocky. So I think that's badass. Talking about Luis, I really, really hope that he is a playable character in this game. I would love to see more of what was going on with him during the course of RE4, because I didn't like that almost everything that he did that was vital to the plot was off screen. I don't know. It's not hard for the audience to fill in the blanks, but I do think it'd be kind of cool to see him interact with, like gameplay wise, interact. And then, they had in that Separate Ways with Ada, there was some times where he was interacting with her. So they could have some, really cool gameplay with him. And they also could have some good additional story with him interacting with Ada and him having to find the sample of the Las Plagas. I would like to see that. I think that would be awesome. Because it was kind of like the Carlos gameplay in RE3 Remake. When he goes to the RPD, I would like to see more Luis, especially since he's got the badass Red 9, which everybody loves that gun. Let's see here. Okay, this guy looks, this first Ganado that you encounter looks sick. Like, not just literally sick, like sick, badass. I really do like the long, the long beard and the bloodshot eyes. Makes it look way creepier than the original. So that's also I do like that the house is a lot. It's darker. It just looks, the whole atmosphere looks way creepier. I think this is going to be a much scarier scene than it was in the original. These dudes look creepy as shit. These first the I think they were called the Zealots. I could be wrong about that. The first enemies you encounter in the cathedral when you rescue Ashley, they look way more intimidating than they did, and they almost looked comical in the original. Their faces just looked like they just look kind of stupid in the original. This looks great though. I think this will be scarier, especially since it's so claustrophobic in that cathedral. And if they have more of these enemies coming at you, I think it'll make it even more intense. So I'm excited to see what they'll do with this this opening scene when Leon first rescues Ashley. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, I am super excited to see this boss fight. I can't really tell by the lighting, but this looks like it's at night now, which will make it so fucking scary, like a scene out of Jaws. You know that shark like nocturnal feeding. This is gonna be scary as hell if there's like a dim light off, like off screen where you can just barely see that giant ass lake monster coming after you. I would like to see if they're gonna do gameplay with this boss fight. I do think there's some cool stuff they could add to it besides just throwing like harpoons at the thing. Like make it more difficult where you could do like throwing harpoons and maybe using your gun. I don't know. I think yeah, there's a lot they could do with this boss fight. I think that would be really cool. Besides just like the reaction command of swimming and when you get knocked off, but like actually attacking it, I'd like to see more with the harpoon and like your guns, or like I don't know, throw a fucking grenade at it or something. I don't know, but I'd like this boss fight to be a little bit more than just throwing harpoons at the thing. Let's see. Mendez. Okay, this lighting looks so scary. This looks like something out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Or it actually kind of has that same feel as House Benevito from Resident Evil Village. I do really like this intro scene, the way it looks so far. I don't know if it's gonna be gameplay or cutscene. I hope it's just a cutscene because I thought the cutscene for him in the original was really cool. But I do. So I've been hearing online, and it's just the rumor mill. But I've been hearing that they're maybe gonna make him like a Mr. X Nemesis Stalker type character. I really hope they do not do that. It made sense for RE2 and of course for RE3 with Nemesis. That was the whole point, and that's when this whole Stalker thing really became a huge deal in Resident Evil, or for Resident Evil game. I don't think that they should do that in this remake. His cutscenes and his boss fight are awesome in the original. If they wanted to add a few encounters with him, okay, that's fine, but I really don't think that they need to make him a stalker character because I just think it would be fucking annoying. So I hope that they don't do that. Let's see. I I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but whenever I hear Sadler in this trailer, uh, he sounds like to me he sounds, yeah, I mean that's the closest view I could get of him from the trailer, but he sounds like Scarecrow from Arkham Knight, which is cool. I mean, he sounds creepier, which fits with, I think, with the tone they're going for with this remake. The original Sailor was so I don't know, he's just like real arrogant and cocky, and it fit for that tone of the game. But I think this works better for what they're going for. Let's see here. Okay, Leon looks so awesome. The character design, they home run. Like, good job, Capcom. Like, you kicked ass on this. I could be wrong, but it does sound like Nick Apostolides, the voice actor from RE2 Remake, which I really hope it is, because he nailed Leon perfect in RE2 Remake. Just so good. And we kind of got a brief glimpse of what a more mature Leon would sound like in Infinite Darkness. And that was also Nick Apostolides. So I would really like to see Nick come back for this RE4 remake. I think he would do an awesome job. And he's just such a cool dude too. I've talked to him a couple times on Instagram. He's such a nice guy. But yeah, and he's a huge, devout Resident Evil fan. So I know he would give this 110% to this performance. So I really, really hope that he's the voice actor. I hope. Let's see. It's weird. I don't know. I had like my initial reaction of this character design for Ashley. I didn't really like it, but and now that I'm looking at it more, I think she looks really solid. She looks way cuter than the original RE4 Ashley, and I hope I don't piss anybody off by saying that, but honestly, I thought that Ashley was kind of ugly in the original RE4, and she sounded like a fucking grandma. Like, she had this really high pitched voice. I'm really curious to see the voice actress that they get for Ashley in this game, because she did not, her voice actor in RE4 did not sound like the age of a college student. She sounded like a fucking grandma to me. But I don't know. That's my opinion. But I think they could do a lot more with Ashley in this game, which I hope they do, because she was pretty fucking useless in the original, to be honest. I mean, all she really did was throw like lanterns at Ganados or Zealots, and I hope they do more with her gameplay. It was so boring. And the original RE4, I was just, when you have to play as Ashley, it's like, okay, I can't wait to I can't wait to finish this stupid part, because it was not good in the original. They need to make it better. They need to make her more enjoyable to play in the remake. Okay. Oops. Sorry. Okay, so of course Leon's character design I think is fucking awesome. I've always loved this coat from the beginning of the game. I was actually kind of bummed that you don't get to wear it that long in the original. So I kind of hope that he gets to wear it longer in the remake, but it's not a big deal. But anyways, so I have a lot of thoughts about the gameplay for Leon in this remake. I really would like to see him be more of a John Wick, Jason Bourne type of character. Do gung fu like John Wick, and I would love to see him do judo and jujitsu because I'm a big martial arts nerd and I'm a purple belt in jujitsu. So of course, I'd love to see a lot of judo takedowns and jujitsu submissions would be cool. Like it'd be cool if they had like a sneak up, or like stealth gameplay in certain areas where you could just rear naked choke the shit out of a Ganado. I think that would be funny. Or like rear naked choke him and then just shank him right in the chest with your knife, that badass knife that Leon has. That's another thing too, is I would like to see more of Leon's knife skills. In the original, I feel like all you really got to see of his knife skills and his close quarters combat was in that cutscene with Krauser, where it's reaction commands, which I really hope they do not take that scene out because I like that scene a lot. I thought it was really cool to see Leon do all these flashy martial arts / knife moves. I hope there are some quick kills too with the knife. There's a lot they could do. But, I mean, keep the roundhouse kick and the suplex, of course. Those. I think they should have those, of course. But I would like to see more animations for his martial arts and his knife skill abilities. I just think there's a lot of cool stuff they could do with his martial arts abilities and his military tactic knowledge. That would be cool. Let's see. I don't need a recap. I would be surprised if this is not the cover of the game, which would look really cool because Leon looks so boss in that picture. Skip forward here. Don't need a recap. If you haven't played RE2 Remake and RE3 Remake, you're not a Resident Evil fan. This will be an interesting cutscene to see, because you didn't really get that in the original. You didn't really get that impression. I mean, you got the impression that Leon and the president were close, but it's off screen. So I would like to see, why the president trusts Leon so much to go rescue his daughter in Europe by himself. I mean, it would be cool to see him explain why he has so much confidence in Leon. This gun is so awesome. I would be really surprised if this is not a chapter end screenshot, but I hope they don't. I hope they don't do chapters in this game. I don't think it's necessary, especially with the hardware they have now. Just make it one long, seamless experience. You can do cutscenes. That's cool, but I don't think you need to do like breakups with the chapter. You don't need to. You don't need to save like that. I don't think they don't need to do that anymore. Let's see. Jeez. That Ganado, that bloodshot eye looks so. Oh, the detail on that is great. And like I was saying, you can tell this is the cutscene where Leon's asking, "Have you seen this girl?" And he looks behind, while he's throwing logs on the fire. So I'm pretty sure I'd like it to be more gameplay, but if they're gonna go the cutscene route, which they probably will, I'm sure they'll make the cutscene look amazing. Let's see. Where's everyone going? Bingo? Yeah, I know I can't do it as good as voice actor, but I kind of hope they keep that line in there, even though it's cheesy as fuck. I think it would be hilarious to keep that in there because when I played the original, I always thought that was such a goofy ass line, but it's kind of it's a classic line, so I hope they keep it. I'm curious to see. I don't know how dark they're gonna go with this game, but it would be pretty fucked up if they have like a cutscene where they show this guy being posted to this crucifix thing here, where he's getting burned alive. I do like that the village is more claustrophobic feel. I think, and if they add even more enemies and this being this claustrophobic feel to it, I think the scene is going to be even more intense and scary than the original was, because you're going to be like, I hardly have any ammo, and there's a ton of ganados after me, and there's only so many places to hide with these tight alleyways. I think that's going to be creepy as shit. Let's see. These guys look great. The ganados look creepy as hell. Okay, let's see. I really hope you can shoot these crows and get money, like in the original. That's every time I play the original, that's the first thing I do is always shoot the shit out of these crows so I get money so I can start beefing up my guns ASAP when you get to the merchant. And I cannot wait to see what the merchant looks like, because that's, you know, classic RE4 character. But I'm kind of bummed they didn't show. I guess it's early on, but I wish they could have seen more of this. Here's the atmosphere is great though. This, like, at dawn, that looks scary as hell. Let's see. Okay, here's another thing I thought. I really hope they keep the laser sights. I like that a lot. That pinpoint accuracy with your shots, and also, you know, it's very. I mean, that's Resident Evil 4. Like, the gun, that was the first time they did that with the laser sights. I mean, it's an iconic part of Resident Evil 4, so I hope they don't take that out. I hope this is just an early build. If they're just gonna do the crosshairs, I don't know. It's okay, I guess, because I'm used to it. But I hope that the laser sights are still on all the guns. I just like that. It's very Resident Evil 4. Another thing that I think is a given is I'm really, really happy that, because this is on an updated engine, the RE engine, that we will not have to go into menus constantly to switch guns like this. And then we can just have a much quicker way of switching between 4 weapons like this. With the new engine, because that was, I guess they did the best they could at the time, but in the original, that was so freaking annoying when it's like, you have your pistol, you shoot a couple ganados, you know, shoot them in the kneecaps, you roundhouse kick them, and then it's like, oh, there's more coming. Let me go to the menu, equip the shotgun, and then get out of the menu, and then shoot a few ganados, and then go back to the menu, and then re-equip your pistol, and then you shoot a few ganados, and then it's like, oh crap, there's a horde coming. Let me go to the menu, grenade or incendiary grenade, throw the grenade, then go right back to the menu, re-equip your pistol or your shotgun or your sniper rifle, whatever part of the game you're in. That really broke up the action. I did not like that in the original. That was super annoying. So it's going to be a breath of fresh air to be able to just switch weapons with the D-pad. It's gonna be so much better to not have to cut out of the action I didn't like that in the original, but like I said, I'm sure that's the best they could do at the time. But anyways, those are just a couple thoughts I had about RE4 Remake from the footage I've seen so far. I'm really excited to see more footage. Hopefully, they'll show him actually shoot something, and maybe new mechanics before the game comes out. So, also, I got to get a damn PS5. I don't know how I'm gonna get one, but I've got to get one because, of course, I'm not missing out on this game, and also I really want to play Callisto Protocol in December. Even though that's on backwards gen, I still would prefer to play it on a PS5. And then Dead Space Remake on PS5 I think it's coming out in January 2023, but yeah, I absolutely must get a PS5 for this game. So hopefully I can acquire one by the time this game comes out. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear everybody's opinion. And yeah, that's all I have to say so far.